start by putting the power of Goblin Slayer. This is already from my perspective the power I think that of the enemies of the goblins. I am going to put it quite right between each other. The problem of Goblin Slayer is that he is not extremely strong, he's just so clever, and that depends on the situation and the tools you offer it. It can be more or less strong, and we are going to put here the weakest of everything that would be a normal goblin. You have to make one thing clear: they are not strong, but it is the same that all you give him a gun, a goblin, and possibly kills an elephant, being much weaker than the, because it is the same. The goblins are capable of poisoning their arrows and their daggers, so a single cut from these could kill you and anyone is so well. The goblin would have a power level of 100, but obviously it is very dangerous and can kill someone. Okay, then we are going to talk about what shamans would be. Goblins. Shamans are basically goblins who have gained the ability of using magic, often tend to lead and are smart enough. As for making quite shitty strategies, presence of goblin totems in a nest is an indicator that there is a shaman. The power level of these creatures would be close to 550 power points, being quite times stronger than a normal goblin, and obviously being able to kill a goblin with a single tap using their magic. The next tier would be the raiders, or also known as goblin riders. This basically are goblins that have tamed captured wolves to use them as mounts or as guards. These goblins are only usually found in quite well-off lords that they can afford the resources to keep these wolves alive, so it is difficult to see them, and as you have been seeing on the screen, these riders had a fairly high power of about 600 power points, a little stronger than the shamans obviously. If that is why they are very shaman away and ends up accepting some magic technique could kill a rider, but so they are much more dangerous by the speed of wolves for their agility, and obviously because they can attack you from much more angles. We are going to continue with the well-known hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. These are a larger and stronger variant of the goblins themselves that normally act as bodyguards for the nests or nomads that travel from one place to another. These, and we say hierarchically, are below the shamans. The shamans so above both raiders and hobgoblin, but they are more stronger, and evils are stronger, and their power level could rise to more or less 800 power points. We are going to continue now with the goblin champion. I am going to say the first level of power is worth 2400 is worth these. He can defeat Goblin Slayer. Mention much of I really vary to see what these champions are and why they are stronger than Goblin Slayer and what happens with all this. The champions are again a variant of goblins. These are considered heroes within the goblin race. Attention, goblin heroes compared to a normal goblin. These are much larger with many more muscles and equipment. They are often not very intelligent, but they are capable fighters that can cause a lot of problems, even veteran adventurers, and they are considered platinum rated, meaning one of the highest ranks for humans, which means that humans of very high rank to be able to defeat a goblin champion. Hierarchically they would be above and thus of the shamans. 2400 power points are stronger than Goblin Slayer, but Goblin Slayer back, let's say, is a bit weird. Goblin Slayer is between life and death and awakens. Let's say his berserker mode increases his power a little, increases to almost 3200 strong, make him able to defeat a champion.